Imagine you've got a Ferrari, but you're filling the tank with lemonade? Sounds stupid, right? Well, that's basically Liverpool right now. Top-tier ambition, beautiful football, incredible players, and still losing 4 league games in a row? What happened to the club that once looked like it owned football? Today, we're diving deep, tactics, injuries, mentality, transfers, and 2 moments that Liverpool cannot afford to ignore. Stay till the end. I've got 2 things that will shock you, and 1 thing Slot needs to do today. Let's start with the facts. Under Arne Slot, Liverpool didn't start the season badly, but the last few weeks, a complete collapse, 4 losses in the league, no clean sheets, and a team that looks disorganized, frustrated, and emotionally drained. Add VAR chaos and nervous energy in the dressing room, and you get the perfect storm. And this isn't just angry fans on Twitter. It's a real trend analysts are now pointing out. But first, let's be clear about what it's not. This isn't about one player. It's not just about Van Dijk or Salah or the new guys. It's a mix of problems, and that's exactly why it's so dangerous. The most obvious issue is defense. Liverpool can't keep a clean sheet to save their lives. Look at the Brentford match. Long throws, quick transitions, and Liverpool were punished for every tiny mistake. The real problem: the transition between midfield and defense is broken. When Liverpool press and lose the ball, the midfield doesn't recover fast enough. The defenders react half a second too late, and in the Premier League, half a second means a goal. Hold on. In a moment, I'll tell you about one exact sequence that keeps repeating every single game, and it's killing Liverpool. Let's talk about the tactical shift. Arne Slot is not Jurgen Klopp. Klopp's Liverpool was chaos, emotion, energy, and instinct. It was heavy metal football. Slot wants control. He wants structure, slower build-up, and precision. But the Premier League doesn't wait for structure. When you try to play possession chess in a league built on chaos, you get punished. Analysts from ESPN have said it again and again. Slot's tactics look smart on paper, but in this league, they sometimes make players overthink. It's like replace love it. Most people throw up. Now let's look at individual players. Some of Liverpool's stars just aren't delivering. Big signings haven't clicked. Creativity is drying up. Florian Wirtz, for example, no goals, no assists, no spark. When your creative midfielders disappear, your whole attack slows down. The movement looks predictable. And when the attack stops creating, the defense starts panicking. That's how fragile the balance is. Comment below. Who's to blame? Type 1 inch if you think it's the coach, 2 inches for the players, or 3 inches for the owners. I'll tell you what I think later. Now let's move to injuries and fatigue. Every top club needs depth, and Liverpool technically has it, but only until injuries hit. Once they do, the system falls apart. Players are tired, rotations are messy, and chemistry suffers. The Premier League schedule is brutal, and you can see it in Liverpool's body language. Late tackles, slow reactions, sloppy positioning, all signs of fatigue. It's like having the best bakery in town, but on Friday night, your baker calls in sick, and the guy from Uber Eats has to decorate the cake. It looks the same, but it's not the same. And then there's mentality. Once you start losing, it spreads like a virus. Confidence drops. Every missed pass feels like a disaster. Every goal conceded feels like the end of the world. And when the crowd starts to lose patience, the players feel it. Slot said in a press conference, "There are many reasons, but we must stay together." Nice words, but mentality alone doesn't fix tactical holes. Predict the next 3 matches, 2 wins, 1 draw, or 3 more losses. Drop your guess in the comments. All right, let's fix this. What can Liverpool actually do right now? Here are 5 things I'd do if I were in charge. First, stabilize the defense. Use a deeper midfielder as a shield against long balls. Second, simplify transitions. Fewer risky passes near halfway. Third, rotate based on fitness data, not star names. Fourth, bring in a mental coach. Group sessions after every match. And fifth, test 2 or 3 alternative formations in training and use 1 immediately. That's 5 simple steps. Even someone who can't bake bread without calling their mom could do that. Short term, Liverpool can recover. 1 solid win can flip the narrative and bring the energy back. But long term, this is a massive test for Slot's philosophy. If he can adapt his structured football to Premier League chaos, he'll survive. If not, pressure will explode. And yes, Whispers about Klopp's return are already floating around. But remember that moment I mentioned earlier, the micro mistake that sums up everything wrong right now. Here it is. Brentford, around the 60th minute. One long throw. Midfielder stays too high. Defense reacts late. A gap opens between midfield and backline, and boom, goal. That's not an accident. That's a pattern. And it's happening again and again. So, to wrap it up, it's not one thing. It's the defense, it's the tactics, it's the identity shift after Klopp, a bit of bad luck, some underperforming signings, and a fragile mentality. Liverpool can fix this, but they have to act fast, smart, and without ego. If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, coach out, players out, or everyone back to passing school? And if you want to follow up, I'll make a detailed breakdown of what Arne Slot's perfect game plan should look like, minute by minute, phase by phase. Because the truth is simple.